anything that you like to look for in your teams after the first loss of the season, just in their response in practice and the way they kind of carry themselves?
Yeah, I think the most important thing after a bad game, whether it's a win or a loss, is a great practice. And so making sure that we have that response today is going to be really important, and making sure that we can take accountability for the mistakes we made in the game and then actually go out on the practice floor and try to fix it.
Right.
You talked about players having to take accountability when they're watching film and wanting to make things change. Have you seen that so far?
We were going to watch film in about 10 minutes.
I know LSU is ranked higher and they're undefeated, but does this matchup feel a little more favorable than Sundays in some ways, in that they play a shorter rotation, they don't have as much size, if their dominant post is a lot shorter than Megan Beers? Just what's kind of your anticipation of what this matchup might look like?
I thought that until I started watching film, and I quickly took it back. And so once you kind of dive into your film and you see how aggressive they are on defense and just how hard they play and how many offensive rebounds they go get, it's going to be just as hard, if not harder.
Brent.
What's the balance in like a long film session versus, all right, here's a few things we need to see, let's get to the floor and get to work? How do you balance that as you settle in with this team and you guys kind of go through all this?
I think you just do what you need. So there's some games where you just need to get quick to the point and show them a few things they needed. This is not going to be one of those. This is going to be a long one. And that's what you need right now. And so it's based off what you need and based off of what you need going into the next game. Is this going to help translate into our next game, or is this just going to waste time?
Right. Cora.
When you've gone back and watched the film, is it kind of the same things that stood out immediately after the game, or have there been any more things that you feel like you need to harp on in this film session?
No, same things. I think we could have managed the game a little bit better halfway through that third when Talasia was out and we just were turning the ball over and sparking their offense. But other than that, it was same things we saw.
You mentioned how aggressive LSU is on defense. They forced almost 19 turnovers a game. Just what do you feel like is one of the things that your team could really clean up turnover-wise before Thursday?
Yeah, I think we need to do a better job of just slowing down, playing off 2 feet. Again, that's really what killed us our last game, was our turnovers, and they were silly turnovers, they were rush turnovers, trying to play a little bit too fast, just really sparked Oklahoma, and they went on that run and we could never really recover. And if we do that again this week, it's going to get ugly quick, and we won't be able to recover against LSU.
Paige.
When you watched the film back, did anything else stand out to you when it came to grabbing offensive rebounds? Obviously, Richie was one of the better ones in the nation with offensive rebounds, but got out-rebounded by Oklahoma. Did you notice any breakdown in the post that kept happening? Why you couldn't take advantage there?
Yeah, I just don't think we tried consistently, especially at the start of the game.
Goodness, Jack.
Coach, what are you looking for as sort of the next steps from this half-court offense moving further into conference play?
Yeah, I think we need to share the ball a little bit more. I think we stood and we watched a lot last game, and if we stand and we watch against LSU, we're going to stand and watch them take the ball and go score.
Other questions for Coach? Cora.
I feel like Samara is one of the better point guards that I've gotten to watch in person. Just how crucial has she been to this team's success, and how crucial will she be Thursday and managing the game, and like you said, like maybe slowing your team down when it needs to?
Yeah, she's big. I think she has one of our highest basketball IQs. She's in the gym right now. So for me as a coach, that means a lot. She didn't like the way she played. She didn't have a good game. And she's up early and has already watched film this morning and has already been in the gym. And those are players you can win with.
Paige.
LSU is shooting about 50% from the field right now with 49.3. What stands out to you about why they're so successful from the field?
Yeah, they do a great job of just getting to their spots. They're just incredibly talented at all positions. I mean, they can just go hoop. And so that's hard to guard in itself. And then they do a really good job of just getting downhill, getting to the rim. They play together, they share the ball well. So it's going to be a full defensive effort for us if we want to have a chance.
Emily Ray.
You mentioned Samara was in the gym after the loss. Have you seen any other players who have been trying to put in the extra work before Thursday?
I have not. There might be some in there right now. I did not go in the gym right before I came in here.
Paige.
You mentioned sometimes like you want your message to be something that's already being echoed. I noticed a couple of times during Oklahoma that Jewel Spears already in the huddle, kind of talking to her teammates. How valuable is it to have a player like Jewel who really does have the ear of her teammates?
It's huge. It's huge that you know, you have your moments where you talk as a staff before you talk to your players, and you need your players to coach your players in that moment. Not, they don't just need to be sitting there, they don't need to be whining, they don't need to be wandering off, it needs to be player led.
Any other questions? One more from Cora.
This is kind of off topic. There was a couple here on Sunday who drove here from Marshall and wanted to come see you coach here because they loved you so much last year. Just what's it like to hear something like that they would travel all the way here for a single game just because of, you know, one season at Marshall that you spent there?
It's incredible, and I think it says a lot about West Virginia sports fans, that they are incredibly just loyal to who you are, and we've had a few people come from the state of West Virginia all the way here, and the fact that they came during that horrendous snowstorm that they're having means that they're really loyal for that. But I've been really, really blessed to have good fans that continue to follow our career, and I've just appreciated it.
One more from Paige.
It might be more of an outside perspective, but obviously as you get further into SEC play, like these games, the stage is going to be a lot bigger. Obviously you had a top 10 team in Oklahoma, same thing here with LSU. What do you need to maybe see from your players, or is it a message from you to like make sure that they don't treat it like it's a number 16, like they do just treat it like it's another basketball game? Like how do you keep their emotions and focus kind of even keeled?
I think we just treat every game the same. And so, I mean, no matter who we are playing, our scout, our film, our routine, all of it is going to look the exact same. And then you can't really control what they see on the internet and what they do when they go home. Just making sure, you know, I'll touch in with them. I'll ask, how do you feel about this game? Just kind of see where their pulse is at with it. But as long as you just prepare for everything the same way, I think that's the only thing you can do.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.